Hi guys, today we are at well, we're on a campsite basically on Lake Garda. Look at that, how stunning is that view. This is literally, you walk out of our camper, straight out the door, and this is what we've got. Boardwalk down to the lake, nice steps to get in, or you walk in either side. Fantastic campsite. It's called Campsite Tiglio, I think is Tiglio. It's got about 170 something pitches. We went through a lake view pitch, probably a bit more expensive, but there are pitches further back which were cheaper, but it's stunning. So today we're going to have a little look and go and see a place called Sirmione, I think is how it's pronounced. I should have...
Well, I'll take the word for that.
Well, that's where we're off, however you pronounce it. So yeah, we're going to see if we can get a bus or taxi, whichever one we manage, and we're going to go over. I think there's a castle, it's a pretty town. I'm going to go and have a wander over there today, because when we woke up this morning it was overcast, blowing a hoolie. It's settling down again now, but we're going to go and have a look over there while it's not such a wonderful day for kayaking, because it's a little bit choppy, and maybe we'll try that tomorrow.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now. So we're having a little wander through the campsite and see where the bus comes from, see what time the bus goes. I'll show you the campsite while we're on the way. It's stunning photos, it really is. Yeah, they are. Well, I'm guessing a lot of them here are all year round, and they've got all full kitchens in them and all sorts. Like yesterday when we got here, it was absolutely roasting. I would actually say it was too hot for us, which we don't often say. It's something like 36 degrees and even hotter in the van.
And no wind, that was the problem.
No wind, absolutely boiling. So we pulled the awning out as far as it would go because it was quite still. We sat under that most of the time. Cooked a nice paella for tea last night, that was lovely, overlooking the lake. So yeah, this is from our camper now. You just wander up and reception is just up here on the left. Yeah, there you go. That's your view. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, we had a wander around yesterday. They've got a decent sized swimming pool. The only random thing is you've got to wear a swimming hat. Feel right numpty in a swimming hat. So you've got to wear a swimming hat. They've got a little supermarket. Not a lot in there, but if you're after butter, bread, things like that, a couple of beers. We find that a lot of the campsite shops don't stock a lot of meat.
Chemical waste place.
Yeah, that's your chemical waste. Well, you dump your waste on the way out. Only thing is, it takes about 20 minutes to dump our waste.
It shouldn't take that long.
Well, 5 minutes, whatever. Just blocks the road. I suppose people can go around you. They've got bike hire here. They've got a restaurant, pizza restaurant, a little bar, swimming pool, kids park, and apparently they have a shuttle bus, so that's where we're off now.
And there's a Lidl's about...
Yeah, we pedalled...
10 minutes on the bike?
Yeah, we pedalled over yesterday to Lidl's, about 10 minutes, most of it on the cycle path. And that was about, 10 minutes, 3 miles, something like that. So we'll go and see what time the buses go now. Hopefully there's one coming soon. So we had a quick chat with the guy at reception who explained we'd just missed the last bus. Typical for us, and it was about an hour wait, so he said have a walk in along the river, which is beautiful. And I can see why he suggested it. Have a look at this. Yeah, what a beautiful spot. Let's have a little walk. We've got a couple of miles of this, I think. And he said, if you go 10 minutes, there's a bar, then you walk another 10 minutes, there's a bar. I think looking at this fine specimen of a man, he realises he likes beer.
So that's not, just keep walking.
Yeah, so there we are. What a view. To see over this direction, and I can see the orange flashing, so it must have been
Lightning up there in the mountains.
lightning somewhere up there, yeah. So they're not sure whether we might get a little storm here because it's been so humid or not. Not doing harm sometimes if it's overnight to have a little bit of a storm. It clears the air for the next day. It is a bit cooler today, but still well into the 30s, I think. Anyway, back in a minute. I think this walk is going to take us quite a while because everywhere you look, it is just stunning. 360-degree views of the lake, and it is just beautiful. It really is. Should be 2 minutes for stopping. Camera out, camera in. GoPro on, GoPro off. Yeah, Tim has spotted on these posts out here all the birds. He's trying to get some nice shots. Look at the colour of this lake though. It's in the bloody Bahamas or something. It really is. Living here and having this on your doorstep. Park here, and there's a load of campers, and we're not sure whether that is a campsite or whether it's just an air or something. I'm not sure because they don't have awnings and the full shebang out. Some of them have got table and chairs.
No tents.
Yeah. And we'll have a look because if it is, it's a bloody cracking location. Community, yeah, I think that's an air.
Yeah, no tents or caravans.
Yeah. So it looks like it's €25 a night, or a €500 fine if you don't pay it. So yeah, if anyone's looking for Hunter Grove, Sirmione, I would say it's an air, and it looks like it's facilities if you want to use them. But yeah, this is not a bad little park up if you're passing through. I like the graffiti here. It's actually quite cool graffiti. It's random. You've got these beautiful views. And then you turn around and you've got...
Have you signed it?
Yeah, I signed it. I wonder what this was.
This house?
I don't know. Better to die standing than to live on your knees. So yeah. Not really sure where we are. We think we missed the bus. We're not really sure about that either, but it's too hot to stand at the bus stop. It's boiling. Laguna di Sirmione. Laguna, that's where we are. The Laguna Trattoria restaurant. Another little thing we thought we'd add on while we're here. As I said, this is off Lake Garda, this is a petrol station, and the diesel price here is 176.9. If you self-serve, if you have it served to you, it's 196.9. Bonkers. But when we were in Croatia, we picked it up for €134, so which is basically coming back to just under £1.30 a litre. We filled up, we were pretty much empty, we filled up for about £100. Yeah, we filled up for not far off £100. So if you're heading back up that way, get your diesel in Croatia, don't wait till you get to Italy. Look at this, just walking through the park. It's these beautiful ducks and swans. Carrying on with our little walk, which was just going to be a little walk and a pint till we got the bus. Missed the bus, so it's now full on walk, and we haven't had a pint either. Oh, gotta go for a drink, I need a pee. But the views do kind of make it worth it. Kind of. So this is the bus stop for the shuttle bus that takes you right to the end of Sirmione. We're going to get off at stop 4, which is the castle. We think you pay your €1.50 for the whole shuttle bus, and then you can get on and off as you want. So hopefully we'll get off at 4, see the castle.
Shape up, use the bus.
Is this the one? Verona, that is. No, this isn't a shuttle bus. I don't think. Just got off the bus at stop 4. And this is right to the end, I think, of Sirmione. I believe there is a castle somewhere. Very pretty. Boat trips. That's what's going on. The bus is very good. The bus is €1.50 if you book it online, or €2 if you pay for it on the bus, which does a round trip. You can get all the way down here.
20 minutes round trip.
Yeah, and back up again, I think. So we can go back up to Route 9, I'm guessing.
Disappointed, no Welsh flag up there.
No, there isn't, is there?
No.
Maybe we need to put our travelling tough sticker up there or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Wow, pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
Hotel Sirmione, right on the point. And was looking for somewhere nice to stay, right next to the castle. I should imagine it costs an arm and a leg, but it's very nice. Look at that.
It's quite still over this side.
Yeah. Not bad. €10 a ticket.
How much?
€10 a ticket.
Oh, do you sail around it?
Yeah, just to go around the island. Lots of hotels here. Grand Hotel. I think this is where all the top-notch hotels probably are.
So, which one have you booked us into?
I booked us into Playa del Taff bus. Something like that. Very busy this end. Natural lemon juice.
Come on here, wonder what he sells.
Lemon juice. We're all drinking lemon. I might get one of them on the way back. Wow, very busy here.
Now wait till he's round, get the way first.
Oh, look at that from the other side. Absolutely stunning. Right, see if we can get in. Wow. Look at this. Through the castle walls. It's supposed to be the old town of Sirmione. Sure is very busy. Restaurants, bistros, hotels, cars. Basically, you had to go through there to get into the old town, I'm guessing. It really is very pretty.
It's definitely quieter this way. Oh. Look at that,
Little
look.
restaurants dotted around. What's this one? Microphone.
Way too close, Sam.
That is.
Yeah, I thought it was. You moved.
Was that the ones that were next to us?
Yes.
Is that the one I flashed to? So we're going to head into
Quiet little town.
the old town now. See if we can find somewhere for a nice quiet drink. Cold drink. Sirmione has been settled since the Stone Age, with early finds showing that it was probably a small village of fishermen living in houses on stilts on the banks of Lake Garda. Its strategic position near the southeastern corner of the lake and its defensive qualities of the peninsula meant that it was one of major military importance over the years. But the beauty of the setting also meant that it was, and still is, a popular place for people to visit. Scaliger Castle. Now this fortification at the entrance to Sirmione's historic centre is surrounded by water and was built near the end of the 20th century as part of a defensive network surrounding Verona. Just walking over the bridge to enter the city, or should we say fortress, of Sirmione made us feel like we were in a fairy tale. Then to see Scaliger Castle in person with a real moat and drawbridges solidified every fairy tale feeling. The Scaliger Castle was built in the 13th century, and although it's nicknamed the Sinking Castle, it's actually just a rare example of medieval port fortification. The castle was used by the fleet of Scaliger family. It was strategically placed in the perfect location that provided great protection from their enemies and locals. Not only is Scaliger Castle built within the lake on the peninsula, but it also has a moat with 2 drawbridges for entry. What was once used for protection and a symbol of powerful militia is now a beautiful landmark, and tourists can now walk inside the castle. With a bit of luck. I think there might be a viewing point up here or something, so we'll have a nose at that. Water €1, that's not bad. Beer £2.50, that's quite cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should get some postcards.
Kiss, please.
For information. Can't read it. Kiss, please. Yeah, you have to have a selfie here. You have to stand under the picture and you have to have a kiss and you have to do a selfie.
Why?
Because it says so on the sign.
Any volunteers?
Have funny. Sugar.
Come on then, Gilly. Is this where you buy your bucket and spade from?
Where you buy your bucket and spade?
I don't know.
Buy a handbag, so it's a bit. Pizzas and ice cream. I have to have a pizza before I hats, plenty of different hats. Sorts, shapes and sizes.
Moon Star bar.
No Star, cold, cheap, wonderful beer. That's one. So that's a bar.
This could be the place to get this quite full.
That's a bar, I think. No, it's not Amsterdam. So we've just been in Bar Gelateria, something like that, for a drink. Quite nice. Apart from I chickened out of going to the loo because you had to stand and pee over a hole. Didn't fancy peeing all over my Birkenstocks. I'm not qualified in that department, I don't think.
So nice and cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we get the motorhome through here, to be honest.
No, because we didn't send you down here in the wrong direction, didn't we?
There's plenty of time yet.
Yeah. Chaos in Italy.
Well,
Chaos in Italy.
gotta wait for the traffic lights to go red.
Oh yeah, I didn't realise there's actually traffic lights there. Yeah, because I suppose you can only have one coming through one way, can't you? Alright. Best way to get around, look.
Yeah.
To your hotel.
Oh, that's good. Nice view down there.
Oh, what's down here?
Square.
Pretty. It's never ending, isn't it? Just streets on streets on streets.
Ice cream, ice cream, and ice cream.
Oh, I know. We'll have pizza and ice cream before I go home. I'm running out of time. One day to do pizza and ice cream. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just the square. Cafe Grand Italia.
Yeah.
It's gone to that sticky humid again,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Back at home and all the flying ants come out.
Catalus. 87 AC to 54 AC. Didn't live very long, did it?
Yeah, just waiting for the boats, the ferries. If the ferry comes in.
Yeah. Departures and arrivals. Yeah, that's where we caught the bus from over there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Everyone was trying to catch the bus all at the same time.
Yeah. Right, so we head back in that direction.
Yeah.
Well, we've got to try and work out where this Chinese is to go and have a look.
Exactly it, yeah.
So, we've travelled about, I don't know, it's got to be nigh on 2,000 miles round trip, and we've been in search for Chinese.
Yes. So we've sort of got some, I think.
Well, we're in a Chinese restaurant, we've ordered some food, but we don't really know what it is.
It's Chinese stroke, Japanese stroke, Italian.
So whereas normally we have the usual like we do in the UK, sweet and sour, what else do we order? Everything, noodles, blah 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 blah.
Beef and black
bean. Black bean, what else do we usually order? Singapore noodles, all that kind of thing, they're our favourites. We think we've ordered noodles, we think we've ordered some chicken and beef. I have no idea what the sauces are. And then we decided maybe it wasn't enough, so we ordered some more. Woman's looking at us a bit strange because we're on a table for 2 and I think we need a table for 10.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what we get.
And if it's massive, hopefully they've got some takeaway.
Can we take it home? If we like it. So
if you like it, yeah.
Watch this space. Just come out of there, restauranty bar, 999 restaurant, Chinese Japanese, and it was bloody lovely. Doesn't look wonderful from the outside. So the food was amazing, and we're now going to wander over here to try and find the shuttle bus, which takes us halfway back to where we want to go. I hope we don't have to walk the second half. Thought we'd show you around this great campsite that we've come to on Lake Garda. It's in a place called Sirmione, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it is literally right on the lake. So the van is there, half a dozen steps, and you're on the boardwalk or pontoon, as they call it, heading over to the lake. So we're going to have a little, get the kayak out this afternoon, have a little paddle around. Yesterday went into Sirmione, what did we do? We walked quite a way, and then we got the bus in and we went right down to the main part of Sirmione. It was absolutely beautiful where the castle walls are and the old town, and we had a really good wander around there. And at last Tim got his holiday Chinese. Croatia don't seem well where we were. There's not a lot of Chinese restaurants, so we've been searching for one. So last night we found his Chinese, and we literally had, it wasn't all you could eat, but we bought all you could eat. That was amazing. So yeah, just showing you a quick, where we are. The campsite is called Camping Tiglio, and it wasn't over expensive for some of the campsites we've paid recently. I think it was about €35 a night, but it's got a great kids area. It's got a big swimming pool. You have to have a swimming hat though for some random reason. What else has it got? It's got a bar restaurant. It's got a small supermarket. You know, most things that you need on a campsite. So yeah, this pitch basically we've got electric cookup. Not that we need it with all the shed loads of solar we've got. And water, a little blue thing over there is your water. So we filled it with water, and there's the water drain for your grey waste on the way out. So today's our last day here. We're heading off in the mornings, but Tim's been doing a bit of organising, tidying up. When you stop for a few days on a campsite, you pull everything out. You've got your tables, your chairs, your cooking equipment, you name it, it comes out. And then when you chuck it back in, after a few campsites, it looks like I don't know what. So Tim this morning has been organising the garage. Got to say I'm impressed, it looks quite tidy for our garage. Yeah, not too bad. So it's getting all organised now because we've literally got 3 days to head back up. I'm not sure which route we're taking yet. So we take a lot of stuff. We thought, you know, we've got this motorhome, it's got the most enormous garage, but by the time you've got in a cooler box to fit all Tim's beer in, all your hookups, you've got a kayak, we've got a windbreak, you've got, you name it, paddles, oars, life jackets. Tim hasn't got any beer left, is what he's trying to point out.
And there's 4 bottles of wine.
So I haven't obviously been drinking enough, and Tim has.
No, you've been buying.
So yeah, a couple of good things we bought on this trip, because we found out that you couldn't use open fire barbecues on some of them. So I went just looking on the cheap, because we love our Kayak, that's what we usually use, and I found this thing here called a Scran extra large cooker made by Vango, which is basically just like a grill plate, but it's massive. You can cook a huge breakfast on it, you can cook your whole dinner on it, you know, if you've got burgers, meats, steaks, whatever. I think I paid 40 quid, so that's worth a look at if anyone's looking for something like that. Scran XL cooker.
Another cheap thing we've got.
And the other little cheap thing, because we like cooking outside, I hate cooking inside, is this double electric hob made by Camper, which I think was £20. Each of them are quite low wattage, so even if we're not on hookup, they will run off our inverter, which at the moment is only 1800 watts. So yeah, we found those really good, so we've been able to still cook outside, even though there's only one campsite we couldn't use the Garda, so we found that really good. So yep, we're going to blow the kayak up now. Tim's got me doing this stupid kayak thing, getting them muddled up, and now I get them muddled up. So we're going to blow up the kayak.
Nothing to do with me.
All to do with you. We're going to blow up the kayak, and we're going to have a little paddle in Lake Garda, because it's one of my little bucket list things. You can't go to Lake Garda and not paddle around in your kayak. So there we are. We'll see you in a bit when we've set all that up and we're on the water.
I could video you setting it up.
Maybe not. So whilst Tim's been pottering around organising the boot and getting everything ready to move tomorrow, I've been having a little potter in the camper, because it gets, well, you just move stuff around, there's not a lot of room, is there? And I don't know, things get put in the wrong place, and it really annoys me. So I've had a bit of a clean up today, so we're all looking spick and span again. Everything's been blown through. We had a bit of a storm overnight last night, so a lot of leaves were around and they'd gone everywhere. These fans, they have been lifesavers. This one I bought just before we left from Argos Challenge, I think the brand is. It was 20 quid. We've been putting them by the side of the bed, one each side of the bed, because we haven't got aircon at the moment. They've been a lifesaver. It's the first night we got to this site, it was 36 to 38 degrees, and our van was pretty much the same inside. It was awful, but with leaving the roof vents open, the fans on, we kind of survived. What else have I done today? Got all the gadgets charged up. They're all charged up and ready to go, because we've been using those every day. I've given the shower a clean out, because when we're on campsites and we've got shower facilities, we tend to dump everything in the shower room, and well, it's still got quite a bit in it, don't get me wrong, but it's a bit more organised. So when we head up now through some airs on the way home, we can just pull the coats and bags out and we can have a quick shower if we need to. EcoFlow's all charged up and ready to go. This is our little setup that we've got in the van for a TV. Basically, our last motorhome had a TV on the wall, but when we got this one, there wasn't really any decent space anywhere around, because you've got windows, cupboards, there's a little space there, but it's behind the door. you've got your shower, there was no room for me to put a decent telly on the wall. So what we decided to do, my son Dan said to me, Mum, he said, get yourself a little projector. He said, I've got one, cost 50 quid, whatever it was. I think it's called, is it Zion Pad? I think I paid £40 for it, and it is brilliant. You can hook up your DVD player, you can hook up your Fire Stick, your phone, anything you want to run through the projector. Tim's put a little thing on the cupboard for me so I can switch everything on and off individually when I'm not using them. And then we've got this screen, which was £20, which when I drop down, so I've got 2 hooks on the ceiling, just holding it up because it's very lightweight. And basically when you want to use it, you just unhook it and you've got yourself a 50-inch screen. Yep, I wouldn't leave it like that all day because it would get in my way, but it's very easy then to just roll it back up. Basically, it's a 30-second job, roll it back up and it's out of your way. When we're travelling, we sometimes prop it up in the shower room just so it's not wobbling around, but I put some pretty decent stick-on hooks. So that we find really, really handy. And also because sometimes we haven't got Wi-Fi or there's no signal, got a DVD player in the cupboard and we've got a shed load of really old classic DVDs that we love watching. So, you know, I've got a choice. So yep, this is the van ready to, apart from his glasses I need to put away in the morning, but I might have a wine tonight before we go. So it's all pretty much ready to go tomorrow, turn the chairs round and job's done. Tim will be just putting the last minute bits away, kayak in the boot, bikes on the back, table and chairs away, and that's it. We'll probably have maybe a little cheap bar meal or something tonight, just so I don't have to get a little cooking kit out again. Treat ourselves. We haven't eaten out too much on this trip, to be honest, maybe 4 or 5 times, but I quite like cooking outside the camper, to be honest. We made a lovely paella here the other night and cooking with this view, just lovely, you can't beat it. Campsite is located on the south bank of Lake Garda. This child-friendly campsite has camping pitches, rental tents and apartments with private balconies. You can head to the restaurants and enjoy a homemade tiramisu and the homemade Palandro wine. The swimming pools are located next to the restaurant and playground. thank you for taking the time to watch this video. On our next one, we head up from Italy, through the beautiful mountains and through the incredible 11.5 mile long Mont Blanc tunnel into France. We then head on to Lake Geneva, where we find an amazing air in a beautiful medieval town right on Lake Geneva.
Oh, I feel so alive as I reach out